Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm lucky enough to have a vintage electro-harmonic small stone here. A massive, massive thank you to Verley at Past Effects for loaning me this very clean example. This one is from 74 or 75, so it's considered a V1 small stone. It has one knob and one switch called color. So the color switch essentially is going to change the overall intensity of the effect, and then the one knob on here is going to control the rate of the phaser. Much like the other great 70s one knob phaser, the MXR Phase 90, these have been used in countless rigs over the years, including some very, very famous guitar players. I kind of associate the small stone thing with David Gilmour, whereas, I associate the Phase 90 thing with Eddie, and everybody else used the Phase 90. So it's a phaser. It's got a single knob, a single switch. It makes me want to do this sort of thing, though. Let's start out with a clean strat. I've got the switch in the down position. The single knob is turned all the way down. The pedal is bypassed at the moment. Let's hear the clean tone, and then I'll kick it in and slowly increase the rate control. It's a cliche, but it sounds warm. It kind of sounds like every clean sound from the 70s that had a phaser on it. It's awesome. I like that the range is pretty usable from around, the minimum to say 3 o'clock on there. It does get super silly and sci-fi sounding when you turn it right up. But I like you've got a pretty sweet range of tones between, say, the minimum point and halfway on here. So if you were using it for clean sounds, or if you were using it as a funk thing, it doesn't just get carried away too quickly. I'll show you what I mean again. So that was the difference between all the way down and halfway up with that kind of funk thing. Again, it's different, but it's not radically different. Some pedals you get, maybe like minimum to about a quarter of the way up the knob is usable and everything else is absolute wobbly rubbish. But I really like that there, the way that is voiced. So that's with the switch down. We should hear some clean sounds with the switch up in this case. Maybe let's do this. Let's hear it all the way down, rate at noon, and then I'll hit the switch up on there. That deep mode has way more of a swoosh about it. It sounds like something that would be really effective on atmospheric keyboards. I think the color switch in the down position as an everyday guitar effect works a lot better, but it's really intense with the switch up, which can be useful for some applications. So, the overall rate quite low, color switch down, it's good on guitar. Simple. It's a set and forget kind of effect. If you want it slightly more wobbly, turn it up a little bit more. If you want slightly less, turn it down a little bit more. Just like the Phase 90, it's elegant in its simplicity. The Phase 90 has a single knob. This gives you that color switch on there. So, maybe it's slightly less simple, but it's still equally as elegant in my opinion. So let's hear it with a bit of crunch. This is a 70's 335 that has a coil tap on it. So I might use the coil tap, I might not. I just might roll on the bridge pickup and the scratchy volume pot on there. So this is with the color control down and the rate just below noon. So surprisingly, on distorted tones, I actually kind of like the color switch up. It just gives the effect a little bit more intensity, helps it kind of stick out a little bit more. The opposite was true for those clean sounds where it sounded a little bit overcooked. And with kind of modulation effects, I found the opposite is normally true, where I like to crank them up on clean sounds and maybe dial them back on distorted sounds. So that's interesting. You know, without having a vintage Phase 90 or even just a Phase 90 to compare it to, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one I prefer the sound of. This is just a really good sounding phaser. And, you know, it's a really clean example of a wonderful company, Electro Harmonics. They're still making pedals today. They have made all sorts of stuff over the years, and they've had their golden eras and they've had their not so golden eras. They're making some really cool stuff at the moment, but it all kind of started with things like this. And this little box, you know, does it have a little bit of magic in it? I think it's not magic in the way that, you know, we don't know what's going on in there. People are able to recreate this circuit, but it's just the fact this is from the 70s. It's the graphics. It's the whole experience of like pulling this thing out of the box and being lucky enough to play around with it. So again, a massive thank you to Verley at Past Effects for letting me borrow this vintage small stone phaser. I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Is this your phaser of choice? Do you have one of the originals? Do you have one of the many reissues and I guess kind of reinvented versions of this that have been put out over the years? Let me know in the comment section below. I really like the sound of it. I just kind of like phasers on guitar though, whether it's Phase 90, whether it's this, or whether it's something like, say, a rotary phaser, which Past Effects make an amazing recreation of as well. Phaser just sounds good on guitar. It's one of those very guitar-y effects. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you like what I'm doing, check the video description for various ways to support my channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. I'm going to play some more guitar for you with this particular sound.
Yeah.